Now, Jack.
Thank you. Anyone love my father?
Nobody loves him.
Why are you sitting so far away from me? You can move a little bit closer.
I'm fine. Just...
Is the temperature all right for you in here
yes,
as well?
the temperature.
It gets very cold when it's quite late at night, so...
Fuck off.
Well, let's get some drinks on. What would you like?
I don't really... Whatever you've got.
Do you know what? This... Oh, no, I can't say it because it sounds like I'm advertising it, but it actually is really nice.
A delicious tequila beer.
No, it is. It's beer with tequila in it.
Oh, I'd love one of them.
It's really nice.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Now, what do you like, Michael?
Well, I think I'll go red.
Red?
Have you got a Chateau Lafite?
It's not.
That's the only red we've got in there, love. Bacardi Breezer.
The Bacardi Breezer?
Oh, Blue Nun.
Oh, no.
Blue Nun's nice, it's white.
All right,
Here,
I'll have a...
2012. No, I hear that's a lovely year.
That's a good year. I'll have the Blue Nun.
There you go. Let me just pour you this.
What pretty glasses.
They are.
You can tuck into the Bombay mix as well if you want.
That's,
yes.
Spiced nuts.
Yes. How come you know what they are and I don't?
I have a joke about spiced nuts, but I don't think I'm here to tell jokes, are you? You're the joke smith.
I'm not a jokesmith, I'm a comedian. We're not called jokesmiths. No one uses the word jokesmith.
So what's this joke about spice nut? Is it funny?
No, I won't do it, no.
No, because my dad's like that. I've got a joke about Tits Wobble, the dog, and I'm like, well, I sort of know where this is going. Now, you two got a book out, him and me.
Yeah.
It's a story of your relationship with each other, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know, when you read a biography, because they've both written it together, it's clever. Explain what it's like, because sometimes when you read a biography, you never know whether it's bullshit or whether they're exaggerating, but these two correct each other on what they've written.
Yeah, it's an argument, basically, over kind of 250 pages. And so I was asked by the publishers to write an autobiography, and I thought it was stupid, so I had the idea that we could write the book together and it would be, you know, us doing alternate chapters. So then I kind of...
What's all this I going on? I this, I that. It was my idea. It was my idea. You were asked to write an autobiography, which I said was ridiculous. I mean, at his age, how could he write his life story? So, sorry.
Then we decided, so we would write it together.
Yes.
But it's quite hard because we do the arguing and the bickering, but you also try and correct me all the time. Because...
Which was quite easy, that bit.
No, but I'm not, like, grammatically, I'm not very good. And
well, I can see that from the book. I mean, if you read the book, he's written in biro across it, wrong, or double negative.
You marked it for me, basically. But that's because I have a condition, and you know that I have a condition. And that's because you don't respect it.
You don't mind people knowing this?
No.
He's anorexic.
No.
It's not a joke.
I'm dyslexic.
Oh, yeah, sorry, dyslexic.
It's very different.
Sorry, no, I've forgotten that.
Well, that's the front of the book. That's the front cover. But I don't think Asda are giving you much credit for your part in the book. This is genuinely what we found. How does that make you feel, Mike?
Well, fortunately, it doesn't make me feel worried at all because I have never set foot in Asda in my life. Seriously, if it had been somewhere like Waitrose that had done that, I would have been very upset and would never have gone to Waitrose again. But as I've never been to Asda, it's not going to really make any difference.
Can I apologise to the people that stopped the books from Asda? I absolutely love Asda.
I mean, reading the book, even though you are often, like, moaning each other and being grumpy to whatever, you do share the same sixth sense of humour, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I think we definitely share a sense of humour, and we are very, very close. And it was that's why it was so nice writing the book, because we were able to kind of reminisce and share memories and stuff.
And what else do you think you've inherited from your father?
Well, I think I've been quite unlucky in the inheritance stakes because I have because I've got bad eyesight, so I can't see. I wear.
You can't see anything.
I do, and my skin, I burn really.
He burns easily. He always tells everybody about that.
Yes,
but he never mentions the good things that he's inherited from his father.
Like what?
You know. I have to tell you, Alan.
No, you don't.
Extremely well hung as well.
You wait your whole life for someone to say that about you. You never wanted to be your dad.
Oh, my God, this is just wrong. This is wrong.
Can we move on?
Yes, Jack. Have you inherited your dad's temper?
No.
Because he does flare up in the book. You do, don't you, Michael? You do.
You do have quite a short
I
fuse.
sometimes get a little bit cross, I'd say.
A little bit cross?
Sometimes a little bit.
What's he like when this red mist descends?
Well, there's a story we mentioned in the book. We were on holiday, and we were in Switzerland, and we were in a hotel room. We were all there as a family. We were kind of having a little chat. And my dad was in the bathroom having a bath, and he was about to tuck into his holiday read, because he always brings a book. And we heard this thump at the door, and it was this German couple that were in the room opposite us. And they were like, "Would you please be quiet?" that was the wife. And he completely lost it, because they'd been doing this all week, stormed out of the bathroom, like across the landing, started shouting at us like, "How dare you intimidate my family like that? Go back to your room!" And
where's this voice come from? Talk like that.
that is how you talk.
This is what it's like in the book, isn't it? This is what I do not talk like that. Yes, you do.
Do I talk like that, Alan?
It's better than your impression of me, which is just totally unacceptable whenever you do stories about me.
Well, because you're all sort of, "Oh, hello, I'm Jack
What?
Michael.
I
I'm lovely, and I speak so beautifully, and I'm so funny, and all that
Not how I
stuff."
talk, and I don't do this.
Well, you're quite camped.
Anyway, so he's there in this hotel room, and he storms across. He's shouting at this German couple. He's getting so angry and animated that the towel around his waist falls away. So he's completely in the bath. At the last minute, he manages to get the book that he's holding in front of himself to cover his modesty. The Germans slam the door shut, terrified. He turns back round, very triumphant. We look down. We noticed that the book he'd used to cover himself
Is Ian Kershaw's biography of Hitler. Very funny. But interestingly, in 2 volumes. And if he'd been in that situation, he would have needed both volumes.
Please, this is a family show. Has the book brought you together? Has it been cathartic for you?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've enjoyed the process of it. And it's just nice, because, you know, I go off and I do tours, and I'm quite busy, and so it's such a lovely way to be able to spend time with my dad, because I do love him. And it's nice to...
I love him too.
This is turned into, like, Oprah.
Now kiss. Now kiss.
I love him, I love him, I love him!
Isn't that lovely? And as well as the book, you're doing a chat show together?
We are.
We're doing...
We are.
Back chat?
Yes, but I wouldn't be worried. I think it's going to be a bit of a car crash.
No, it won't. It'll be great.
It'll be a joyful car crash, hopefully. But,
The only problem with it is on BBC Three.
Don't.
What?
We love
I
BBC
thought it was
Three.
going to be on Radio 3, so I said absolutely let's
Because
do
you know
it.
BBC Three is like young and trendy, and no offence, Lily Allen, you ain't.
No. I don't know who Lily Allen is.
Well, how's this chat show going to work? Are you going to have to tell him who some of the guests are?
Yes, I'm quite nervous bringing my dad on a chat show, because the first time I ever did a chat show, I was on the sofa and I was with the rapper Usher.
Oh, yeah,
One of the most famous, music artists in the world, and he was in the green room there as my guest, because I thought it'd be lovely to bring you along. Usher was there with his entourage, he was wearing his shades, looking really cool. I introduced my dad to him, I was like, "Dad, this is Usher." He asked Usher for directions to his seat. He thought Usher was an Usher.
Oh, my God, Michael!
Why would I? It's a very odd name.
So we've got, we're recording the first one, and we've got, Jeremy Paxman, who he...
Well, he's
Oh, you must know.
first-rate man.
Yeah.
But then we've got Geordie Shore as well.
I have no idea who they are.
Geordie Shore, it's a show.
I thought it was a thing like Coast, one of those documentaries. Cast beautiful coastline.
Yeah, but with more sex.
Yeah, it is. It could be on the Discovery Channel, to be fair.
Oh, God.
But we did a thing as well. We filmed a thing the other day for the show where we thought, you know, as you say, BBC Three, young channel, it's going to be in HD. I thought it would be a really nice thing to take my father to a plastic surgeon. Just to see whether there's anything he could do.
It is harsh.
No, it's a gift. It's a nice thing to do.
He knows how to hurt.
But you derailed the whole thing because he spent the whole consultation, instead of talking about Botox treatments, which is why we were there, he kept asking you about the silicone breast implants. That's all you wanted to know about.
For Hillary?
No way! No,
Look,
we didn't just say
Hillary
that.
has got lovely breasts. I mean, that whole... But I thought that she might like a little bit of, you know, a little extra treat for Christmas. Give her these 2 implants to put in her bra. So that but, I mean, that's what how I thought it worked. I didn't realise that you had to sort of do other things. I thought it was just something you slipped into a brassiere.
A brassiere?
Yes.
He is so BBC Three.
Yeah.
Now, moving on away from your wife's tits.
No, I mean...
Fresh meat started the other day.
Yeah.
I've got to ask you about that scene. Was that a proper erection you were wearing? Or did you do a Daniel Day-Lewis method acting thing?
We had this scene, I knew we had this scene, and I said to the guy there, the costume guy, and he's like old kind of Canal Street, Manchester Gate scene.
Yeah.
And I said, what have you got for me to put down there? And it was like that scene in James Bond where Bond visits Q, because he just opened up this suitcase. He had the biggest array of rubber penises I have ever seen in my life. I ended up using, like, a big kind of black strap-on phallus, and I was in it for the whole day because this scene took the whole day to film.
Oh.
It was the day when all of the Channel 4 executives, the head of Objective that made the company, everyone came down to set. So I was greeting like the head of Channel 4 with a black strap-on going, "Hello, I'm Jack." I started like waggling around everywhere. Awful.
We've got to take a break there, loves. Join us again in a couple of minutes when I'll be chatting some more with Jack and his dad, and Robin Thicke will be here. See you in part 4.